Okay, then we are trying to show you some of the program. Today the attendance is very less, huh? So where is the, they are not available. Okay, okay. So hmm, okay. So here I have taken a class animal. Okay, where I have put it one variable private int number of legs equal to 4, string food, sorry, public void get habitat. Here I have put it I live in forest. Next to another one, public void get legs, where it will take the values from the instance variable I have already there. This is the private int. I have already given some of the values. You can use the final variable also, as because number of legs of animals is 4, so you can use the final variable. So according to your requirement, you have to think in that way. What will be the final variable, what will be the static or any normal instance variable, in that way. So now these are the common features, is it or not? So number of legs is a common, and get habitat, I have taken it as I live in forest, and the number of get legs. Okay, so from this I have created another class tiger. So whenever you are extending the behavior, you have to use the extends keyword. This is a keyword. This is a keyword you have to use whenever you are extending the parent class. So these are the child class tiger, and you are extending the parent class animal. Okay, here you can remember that only one parent class you can extend, not more than that. This is not the multiple inheritance supported. Okay, so why not? This we will discuss it later. Next is a string color, is color. So this is the another features we have already we have not written in the parent class, but here we are in adding another variable. This is called the is color, and the get color is another behavior. This is saying that yes, I am color, I am in color something, and this is the public static void main. So this public static void main is not mandatory to put it here. You can create another separate class where it can be used to create the objects of different classes, yeah, and show it. But still I have added it here. So public static void main, here I have created the object of t1, new tiger t. So whenever you are creating the object of t1, okay, so first of all the constructor of the both classes will be called. Okay, so that means right now this tiger will inherit the property of animal. So every possible things, if it is not the private one, then all the features will be available to the tiger. Okay, then so whenever we are calling the tiger t1 object we are creating, so it will call the constructor. So which constructor it will be called? Now first of all it will call the constructor of the parent class, not the subclass. It will call the constructor of the parent class, then it will call the constructor of its own class. Okay, hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so next we are calling the t1 dot get color, t1 dot get habitat, t1 dot get life. So these are all the features or all the methods available to either this class or in the parent class. Okay, so first of all check the output once, so it will be clearer. This one. So first of all it is saying that t1 dot get color, from this class the method is available to this class. So is it easily showing? I am in yellow. Next, the get habitat method is actually resides in the animal class, that I live in forest. So it is showing I live in forest, and the get legs is I have the 4 legs. So this is showing. Okay, so thing is that the how you are extending the features from the parent class. So I think this is clear. And the second thing is that the how it will call the constructor. Here I have not put any constructor. So okay, I am putting it and you just see it. So first of all, animal. So I am putting it here.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So animal, and I am putting a non-parameterized constructor with only a message, nothing else. Though this is not for the any message, not for any work. This thing, this place is only to initialize the thing, but for our making understand, I am putting it here. I am within constructor of animal. Okay, same thing. I am copying it, put it in the tiger. I am in constructor of tiger. Okay, so let's see. So you have to compile both. So build, compile, and here both the class, that is animal and the tiger, both are in the same directory. Remember it, both should be in the same directory, otherwise it will be a problem. Okay, though this is the public one, so that is I am not mentioned anything. This is when I am not mentioned anything, that's why by default this should be a public, or it can say that is the friendly access, so it can be accessed. Okay, okay, so run it. Yes, so now you can see the output. So I am using constructor of animal, but still I am calling from where? I am creating the object of tiger, is it? So I am creating the object of tiger, but this is calling the constructor of the superclass first. So I am within constructor of animal is showing, which is in the animal constructor. Then it will come back to the constructor of its own class. So I am within constructor of tiger. Then it is showing, or then this is calling the method accordingly how we have called it. Okay, so this is the main thing. Okay, and you can call any method by using the super, okay, like the this you have used na. So normally it is called, but still if you want to call it in different way, so by default this will be called. Okay, so whenever you have not called explicitly, so it will call the superclass constructor by default. So in this way, but if you still want to call it super, suppose super of suppose any value 10, and in your animal there is another, suppose constructor is there. Hello, hello,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
who is that?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so I'm showing here I am using constructor of animal plus some this value. Okay. Actually, this is used for the okay. The value is not an important. Um, within second constructor of animal. So okay. So here you can see that this is showing that I am using second constructor of animal. Is it? So how it is possible? No. First of all, whenever you are creating the objects, whenever you are creating the objects of tiger t1, then it will automatically call the constructor of this class. Okay. But if you have not mentioned anything, then it will automatically call the superclass constructor first. Obviously, this should be the no argument constructor, and then it will come back to the tiger class, and then it will execute that line. Okay, but as because I mentioned that super of 10, that means super indicate to call the super class constructor, and obviously this is 10 means that you have to call that constructor where it will be a parameterized constructor and it will take an integer value, right? So that whenever I have written super of 10, so it will immediately go for the animal class where it will match with the int animal int k, that is the integer one, and it will execute that line, and after that it will again come back to the this line, that system.out. I am within constructor of tiger. So is that clear? Okay. Hmm. Okay, so hmm, hmm. So this is the this one super keyword and super method. So before of that I have written another line. So this is a subclass constructor. This line, this line you check it, that when a this one, a subclass constructor is used to construct the instance variable for both the subclass and the superclass. Okay, not only the subclass. It will that's why this is first it will go for the superclass constructor, and then it will come back to the subclass. Okay. So it will reserve the spaces for all instance variable from all the way up to inheritance tree. So can you say me that why this it is called the superclass first? Anybody? No.
Sir, to call any
Have
sir, to call any method.
COVID-19? Who is that? Okay. Leave it. So COVID-19. So COVID-19. खरा. Okay. Sure. So like in the this, whenever we have learned the this function, there also the same concept is used, that if you have already initialized some of the variables, then in the subclass it may be that some of the values it may be changed, okay, according to the subclass requirement. So first of all you go for the superclass. There all the variables which are already there, you just initialize it, and if requires in the subclass it may be some of the values it may be changed, so that's why then it will come to the subclass constructor. Okay, otherwise it may be some of the default values will be there in the parent class. It may be the default values, it may be the default values in the superclass, and some after the you are subclassing it to the particular class, it may be the values may be different, is it? And whenever you are trying to create the object of the subclass, then if it is go in the opposite way, that is first of all in the subclass constructor, that is a specific value, then it will call a superclass constructor, then again it will go for the default values, so that the thing will be the different. And superclass constructor must be the first statement. Okay. ইত্যাদি কারা এরা? এটাকে বন্ধ করতে হবে। এটা কে গো? এই হলো? Hello, Alok.
Sir, anything? Hello?
Where from the songs is coming?
Sir,
Don't
I have
know, sir.
muted my mic.
No, no.
Don't know,
You
sir.
can hear or not?
Yes, sir.
No, this song you can hear or not?
Yes, sir.
So
There is something.
who is that person?
Don't know, sir.
Don't know, sir.
ठीक है, उसको बंद कर देगा.
There is something fake ID, sir.
Fake ID. Where from?
Sir, someone 17 EC COVID.
Where? Who is? Just block it. Block it.
I have not a permission. I think you have some permission. Because
Okay,
you
but
have
I
posted.
cannot see.
Probably the noise is coming from COVID-19 account.
Okay, but where this COVID-19 is? How can I block them?
Sir, he has left. Yes.
Uh, I cannot see actually right now.
Yes, he has left. He has
Yes,
left, sir.
he has left, na? Okay. Mm, okay. So this super keyword. Okay, I am again sharing. Hmm. Okay. Can you see? You can take the notes of this. The super can only be used within a subclass constructor. Super only be used. The call to superclass constructor must be the first statement. You just check it later. Okay. The parameter list in the superclass constructor must be matched. This is one another thing that if you are calling a superclass constructor using the super method, then it must be matched with the constructor parameter. Like in the previous one, whenever we are doing the constructor overloading, is it? Then it must be matched. It must be matched with any of the constructor parameters. Otherwise, it will throw some error. So here also, whenever you are calling the superclass constructor using the super method, it must be the exactly same of any constructor. Okay. The parameter list of superclass must be the matched. And okay, next. Any other? No, I have not created any other. Okay, so these are the things I have written for you: superclass constructor and super method. And
Sir,
super. Any question?
yes, sir. When we can use superclass means when parents have more than one constructor, then when will use super.
No, no, no. According to a requirement, obviously. So if you want to initialize some of the specific values by using the specific values, then you have to call the superclass, right? So okay, I'm. Can you got me, or I have to show some example of that?
Yes, yes. So some
Okay,
Give,
example.
give me some examples, sir.
Okay. 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 এটা কি করেছিলাম কি ওকে না লেখা নেই। ওকে, না এখানে তো প্রোগ্রাম আর এক্সটেন্সিভ। ওকে, এমপ্লয়ি। Okay, there is a single inheritance. There is a class employee. Okay, and then okay, probably it will be a wrong one. Compile it, the wrong one. Okay. Suppose here I am writing, let's say employee with the employee class employee. Sorry, salary class employee. Okay, int salary. Here I am writing constructor. One is the default constructor or the no argument constructor. Here I am putting sorry salary or the cell in cell equal to suppose 100,000. Okay. And another one is employee with some parameterized int x, where cell will be initialized by x. Okay. The key ডিস্টার্ব করছে কেন আমি বুঝে পাই না। এই ডিস্টার্ব হচ্ছে করতে, ডিলিট করতে হবে। Okay, so are you there?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. So this is another constructor where it will take an argument as an integer one. Okay. Next we are writing another class. This is the programmer. So this is obviously a specific type of user. Hello.
Yes, sir. Continue.
Okay, so class programmer extends the employee. So whenever it is extending, this is the derived class. Okay, so it will inherit the property, and here again we are putting some of the constructor for the programmer. So it may be the parameterized, it may be the non-parameterized. So first of all, if it is a parameterized one, suppose you want to initialize the another instance variable bonus. So I am putting one is the int x comma int y. Okay, 2, sorry, 2, and this bonus will be initialized by the y, and x will be initialized for the salary. Okay, so whenever this is a salary, this is a cell, so cell will be initialized by this, so you can call the construct. So if you want to initialize by these values x, so you have to call this constructor. So what you will write? No, you have to write here, that is super with some specific values, that is a x. Okay, if you are not calling anything, then by default it will call the constructor, superclass constructor. This constructor will be called. Okay, so where this will be initialized by the 1000. But if you want that using the specific value, you want to initialize the this variable salary, then you have to call the superclass constructor accordingly, and you can initialize. Okay, now we call it that whenever you are creating of this one, you can send it. So first of all, the salary, so you just put it, suppose 2000, and the bonus equal to suppose 500. Okay, now check. Okay, platform is error. Dot salary. Okay, this is not right now here. You have to put some method. Okay, you put some method while display. P dot disp. Okay, okay. No, directly the values cannot be taken as, because these are, so you can put it super keyword. The salary is there, so you can probably put it the super but salary. Otherwise, you can put some methods. Using the methods also, you can you can display that one. Probably you have to use the so programmer salary. Okay, you just put it in different way. No, super. Okay, if you put it here, there is not required to any super keyword is required. So directly you can know. Okay, cell is there. Okay, that's why this is showing wrong, na? Okay, or here if you want to show it there, then you can put it by using the super keyword also. Probably that was the wrong thing, that's why it's not showing. In the programmer, it can be shown by using the super dot cell. Super. Okay, first of all you check it. Oh, okay, so this is okay. I think now run it. Okay, so whenever you are running it, first of all, whenever you are sending the 2500, so 2000 and sender, this will call the constructor. So constructor of this programmer class. So whenever this will call the constructor, it will call this constructor, where it will first initialize the super x. Okay, so this x, that is the 2000, will be initialized the employees by using the employees constructor, that is the salary will be initialized by the 2000. Okay, and then it will initialize the bonus by the 500, and accordingly it can call this one. This, whenever you are printing this one, it will get the values. But if you don't put it, so if you commenting it now, if you try to compile and run it, you check it. Slow. So next, this will show the 1000. That's because whenever you are not calling any particular constructor, it will call the constructor which is in no argument. Okay, so then it will initialize, it will call this constructor where it will initialize the salary by the 1000. Okay, and accordingly whenever you are calling the display method, then it will show you the 1000. Okay, okay, so then this is actually not required here. Okay. Now this is clear. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this is clear that when we will call the particular super method.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Okay. Anything else for the day? Okay, so right now you say me that what are the different things we have already covered today? Is there any confusion?
No, sir, no confusion, sir.
What?
No confusion, sir.
Okay, so next day we'll cover the method overriding. That is, suppose there is an, I am showing just basic things. Suppose that display method. So okay, I have already eliminated now. So Control Z. Suppose there is a display method. Okay, and here also we are writing another display method. Can you see it? So display method. Here also the employee display method. Okay, so which method will be called? So if we called the display method, whenever we are calling using the object of this programmer, so whenever you are creating the object of this, that all the features that is in the employee, that is the variables as well as the methods are available to this programmer object, is it or not? Is it? So then whenever we are calling the p dot display, so which method will be invoked? Either this one or in the employee class this display method. So the rule is that the JVM does not, if the JVM does not find any of the version of this method in this class, then only it will go to the super class or the parent class. Okay, first of all, this display method will be searched in this class. If it is found, then obviously this method in this class will be executed. Otherwise, if it is not found, suppose if we comment it, if we commenting it, okay, then it will call the super class method. Okay, check it. Then run it. Okay, so then it will show the programmer salary is sorry, programmer salary is 1000. That is, if it is not found, whenever you are calling the display method, if it is not found, the display method is not available in this class, then it will go for the employee class and there it will search for that particular method, and if it is found, then it will display that. So here only the salary is there is no bonus, so that's why it is showing only the salary. But there is not wrong. But if it is not found anywhere, that is in that way, suppose the class employees again inherit the property from the, suppose, human class, then it will again go back. If it is not found the employee class, then again it will go back to the human class. There it will search the particular method. So in that way it will go up to the inheritance tree. Okay, and if anywhere it cannot found, then only it will throw some error.